Hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and checking out what I've got in store for today. Today I'm going to be doing a foundation review and also a wear test. I just got a package in the mail from Influenster and Maybelline. Maybelline has a new foundation that is out in their Fitme line, and they have oh so kindly sent it to me for free to test out today. Let's go ahead and get this open and see what is inside. On the outside of the box, it says ready for dewy skin, so I'm automatically assuming that the foundation they sent me has a dewy finish. Looks like they sent me a full-size primer, and they also sent me the full-size foundation as well. I have not yet done a wear test on my channel, so I'm really excited to see how this works. Well, basically what we're gonna do is I have to work tonight and I have a few errands that I need to run. So I'm going to put this foundation to the ultimate test. I am going to put it on like I normally would any other foundation, and then I'm gonna go about my day, and then at the end of the day I'm gonna check back in with you guys and show you how the foundation looks after a full day of wear. So let's go ahead and jump right into this box that I received from Maybelline and Influenster. I know they already have a matte foundation and a formula for very dry skin. So the card says, get glowing with Maybelline New York's Fitme Dewy+Smooth foundation. Formulated with a smoothing concentrate, this luminous foundation will leave your skin looking radiant. It is available in 16 shades. I'm not super impressed with the shade range, considering the fact that like 10 of the shades are all shades of white. You know, the world needs to get in tune that there are more skin tones than just white, and I'm just so tired of seeing that everywhere. And then once you read the front of it, you flip it over and read about the primer. The primer side says, looking for even more glow? Start your routine with Maybelline New York's Prime Hydrate Plus Smooth. Apply this primer before foundation for a boost of hydration. Formulated with hyaluronic acid, it will keep your skin looking fresh and dewy all day long. Awesome. If any of you guys have been here before and heard me talk about my skin type, I have a dry to normal skin type. I can get oily in some spots, but usually that's because I'm either over exfoliating or something's just jacked up in my diet, because I'm not typically an oily skinned person. These two products I think are going to be really great on my skin personally. I do want to read a little bit more into these, so I'm just gonna hop on the handy dandy interneto, and we're gonna read a little bit more about this. Starting with the foundation. So far on Maybelline's website, it has a 4.4 star rating out of 5, so that's decent. It is described as a dewy foundation with SPF 18 that hydrates and smooths skin texture, leaving a naturally luminous finish. It is $7.99. Maybelline's Smoothing Concentrate hydrates rough patches, leaving skin with a naturally luminous finish. So it really sounds like this is going to be beneficial for you if you have very dry skin. If you have issues with keeping your skin moisturized and you are looking for makeup that helps with that as well, sounds like this would be what you would want to pick up in the drugstore. It also has SPF 18 in it, which is really great because you should be wearing a sunscreen under your makeup, but let's be real, I know that the everyday woman or man does not throw on sunblock before they go out on a glorious winter day. I'm totally aware of that. I don't do it either, but it is a plus that it is in your foundation. It is fragrance free, allergy tested, dermatologist tested, and Hey guys, just want to hop in here real quick and say that I completely butchered the fuck out of that word. The foundation is non-comedogenic, which basically means it is specifically formulated to not clog your pores, so you shouldn't break out from this foundation. So on the back of the primer bottle, it says visibly smooths, primes skin with hydration, lightweight formula, and does not clog pores. You can wear it alone or under your makeup for comfortable wear. Application doesn't say how to put it on. I'm just gonna use my fingers because that's how I usually apply primer. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I love the packaging. The packaging is very similar to the Smashbox oil-free primer, like almost identical, same packaging. I love this primer. This is my all-time favorite. It's oil-free, there's nothing fancy in it, and the bottle is actually really nice because it's just a squeeze bottle. Let's go ahead and open her up. It does come with like a little foil thing for cleanliness. Okay, so just putting some on the back of my hand right now. It has an interesting smell. I'm not gonna say it smells bad, but it does have a smell, as it's fragrance free, but there's a smell there. It doesn't feel heavy. It absorbed in my hand pretty quickly. I've already washed my face and moisturized. That's the only thing that I have done to my skin so far. I am having like a couple of breakouts like here and there, but nothing too much that I need covered up. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So that is how much I will be putting on today. Let's do this. So far so good. Doesn't feel out of the ordinary. I think just because what I'm used to high-end wise, it feel like I can feel it on my skin. And usually with primer you don't want to feel it because it's not meant to be felt. How to apply it is what we're looking for. Apply the foundation onto skin and blend with fingertips or an applicator. It doesn't say what the coverage is supposed to be like, so I'm a little curious about that. I figured if I looked on the actual bottle, it would tell me, but I guess it's not going to. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this bitch open. I'm just gonna shake up the foundation bottle a little bit. The color that they sent me is in 115 Ivory, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade in the Fitme collection. Not ashamed of it, not ashamed. Smells like foundation. Before I put this on, I just want to let you guys know that I used to use the Fitme foundation back in high school. The formula, I hope, has changed because I remember wearing this. I was putting it on around my eye area. I got a little bit of like a tingly, burny sensation. Hopefully, this new formula does not do that to my skin, because if so, we're gonna have a problem with this wear test. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand, and I really don't know how much to use because I don't know what the coverage is. Typically, I like to wear a medium to full coverage, something that's buildable. If I want it to be a little bit lighter, then I will get a foundation that is meant to be light, but most of the day-to-day foundations that I wear are buildable coverage. With the round end of my beauty blender, I'm just going to bounce into this, and I'm gonna begin on this side of my face. I hope it doesn't drip off my hand. All right, here we go. Okay, Maybelline. Okay. So it's working pretty well, coverage-wise. I mean, it's spreading out decently. It is pretty luminous so far. I do notice the luminosity in the formula. It's not feeling dry or heavy by any means. Okay, so I actually like this so far. As far as evening out my skin, I think it's doing a great job, but it's definitely not a full coverage foundation, because if it were full coverage, my small breakouts that I'm having would not be showing through, and I'm not getting that tingly sensation around my eyes like what I had when I was younger. I'm happy about that. It's actually starting to look really nice. Like, I really like this. As you can see, like, I have a couple of breakouts on my neck currently, and this foundation is not doing a good job of covering them. I don't care to have them covered today, but that's just another, you know, shows you that this is not a full coverage. So that I just used all of that product that was on the back of my hand. So I'm taking just a little bit more to finish up my forehead. I think it looks really nice. It looks really even. There is a little bit of luminosity like in the high points of my face. You can definitely see like the dewiness shining on my forehead, and it doesn't feel too heavy either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue doing my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off camera. I'm gonna stick with the loomy glowy look that's trying to go on with this foundation, and then I'm gonna pop back in and then go about my day, check back in with you guys, and we're gonna see what happens. Recording. Okay,
Gosh.
say hi to YouTube.
Hi guys!
Okay, y'all, I am done doing my makeup. I tried to keep it super dewy, super luminous. I've got highlight on fleek right now. So we're gonna do a little bit of some close-ups of my skin currently. It's pretty luminous. It's not really settling into my fine lines. You can see a little bit of my breakout. I tried to cover it with some concealer. I think my trouble spot is going to be my nose. I think it's going to break up a little bit. It is currently 2:21 in the afternoon. I will check back in with you guys later.
One eternity later.
Did you miss me? Was I gone forever and ever and ever? I love you. I love you. I love you. You're gonna lick all Mommy's foundation off. Let me get my camera. Let me get my camera readjusted. There, that's good. I am so exhausted. I just got off work and got home. It is now 7:40 in the evening. I have officially worn my makeup for about 5 hours now, and we're going to take an up close and personal look at this foundation. So I'm going to start zooming y'all in to my skin, and hopefully I can get it to focus. Yes, bitch, focus on me. Focus on me. As you can see, I think that the coverage still stayed pretty decent. Like, I feel like I'm more glowy than I was to begin with. Definitely around the bottom of my neck and my jawline, it has completely wore off and faded from where like I've touched myself or rubbed my fingers along my face. But other than that, I want to say that this foundation actually did a pretty okay job at staying light to medium coverage. It never oxidized on my skin either. So for anyone out there who does not really do tons of makeup and you don't know what oxidizing is, basically it's when a foundation, once it hits your face and absorbs oxygen, it will turn a different color than what it is in the jar. Like, that's when your makeup will turn orange, and it's just because it's hitting the air and the chemicals are reacting differently than they should. I did not get that in this foundation, which I'm very thankful for, because I feel like if it was even the slightest bit darker, it would not have matched my skin whatsoever. As far as the overall feeling of it goes, I do feel like a little bit oily slash, that could be because I was working and getting a little bit hot. I'm gonna do like a little tissue test. This is just regular tissue paper, and I'm gonna place it right on my forehead and see how much oil actually comes off of this. So this actually had quite a bit of oil. You can see the different color, like the color change. It's a little bit more transparent where my oil soaked into the tissue paper, and that's just for my forehead. That is pretty nasty. I'm gonna try a little bit just on my nose. And I'm literally just blotting it. So, okay, so that is my nose right there. This one's kind of hard to see, but you can tell that there was some oil that came off of my face. Ooh, my chin's pretty bad too. As far as coverage goes, I don't think you're gonna get full coverage out of this. Well, I know for a fact you're not gonna get full coverage out of this. I think for the price and how convenient it is to get at the drugstore, if you want a dewy, luminous glow for the spring, then I think this foundation would be definitely worth the try. The only cons that I have about it is if you are oily, I would probably stray away from this one. This is when you're gonna wanna do a matte foundation, and I do know that the foundation, the Fitme foundation, has a matte range. So I would go for that one and try that. But overall, I think it looks really great. My skin looks super healthy and hydrated, and that's definitely one thing that I strive for, being so dry skinned. So I hope this video was super helpful to you guys in picking out your next foundation. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these, because I actually really enjoyed doing this. It was super easy for me to film. I definitely appreciate the support. Until next time, I will see you next time. Bye, Felicia.